Check the share price of Apple. This stock has been beaten down, negative 6 days in a row, down 10% from its peak. It's going to open lower today. Closed at 113, opens today around 113. Some gloomy stories out there on Apple and its stock. I'm going to bring in Brett Larson from techbyte.com. All right, this is a difficult thing for me to say. One of our producers, I'm not going to name him yet, he said Apple is becoming boring.
Whoa. Yeah. It kind of has. I mean, they haven't really. It's like, oh, wow, another iPhone. Oh, yay, it's thinner. Oh, the iPad's thinner. You know, I think Apple still sort of leads the way on coolness. Their products are still sexy. The watch isn't selling. Everybody that I know who has bought the watch wore it for about a week and then said, I don't like this thing. It's clunky.
Really?
I need to have my phone when I use it. It's not, you know, the wearable space is an interesting space because wearables need to do a specific thing. Fitbit does a specific thing. It monitors your health. You've got a screen that's the size of a postage stamp. There's only so much you can do with it, and you can only make it so cool. And granted, the advertising looks really great, but they're not selling. Consumers aren't buying it the way that we thought.
And the stocks are, now you don't comment on stock prices, but at 113, that's way, way down. It's in correction territory. And I think that's got a lot to do with this boring comment from our producer.
Right.
It says a gloomy outlook. But the rose is off the bloom. I mean, the shine is off the apple.
They need to come. They need that one more thing. They need that Steve Jobs magic where, hey, everybody reach under your chair and check it out. It's a new computer. Or, you know, they need that like boom of people going, wow, that's really cool. I never thought about that.
So is there anything out there that you've got whispers of?
I'm really hopeful that they do something in the TV space. I know they talked about it, and then there was rumors that it was killed, but now there's rumors that the Apple TV might come back in another sort of way that might provide some sort of streaming service, which I think leads into some
I've been waiting for
stuff.
Apple TV for a
no
generation.
They need to do something with it. It's a product that has a market now, and they should jump on it.
I think
Lead the pack, Apple.
I think we should sound the trumpets again, because it's the first time we've had sort of doom and gloom surrounding Apple in about 10 years.
No kidding.
You any comment to make on the boring Apple?
Well, I think the problem is exactly what you said. Ever since Steve Jobs left, everyone's been waiting to be sure that there is still that creative spark. And we haven't seen it yet. And, you know, as you say, the Apple TV has been there in the offing forever. Let's have it.
Wow,
I mean,
you've turned on Tim Cook real fast. I want to move on. Look at Disney, please. It's going to open 6, maybe 7% lower this morning. All-time high recently of 121, all the way down to 110, 111 today. There's a huge move for that stock. The problem with Disney, apparently, is ESPN. Cord cutters affecting cable subscriptions. Ashley, you've got to explain this to me.
Yeah, ESPN has lost in just over a little over a year now 3.2 million subscribers. That's huge. Now, Bob Iger on the Disney earnings call yesterday said, look, we're not going to see any dramatic declines in basic cable subscription for the next 5 years. That's wishful thinking because by the thousands, people are cutting the cord every day.
Okay. But, Brett, why doesn't Disney leapfrog over cable and stream ESPN? I mean, live sports is what it's all about. Why don't they do that?
And that's what everybody wants. And
but he won't do it. Iger won't do it.
I don't understand that. That's very short-sighted of them. Streaming content is where people want to go. And the irony, of course, is the big expense in your cable bill is the money they have to pay ESPN to carry ESPN. With the Sling TV service, it was a big get. They got ESPN, and that was a great thing to have. I think ESPN needs to be front and center with all of these streaming TV products. They should approach Netflix and say...
Meanwhile, they're losing a lot of big-time talent. They're trying to cut their costs, so the service, the quality is hurting too.
All right.